Hey guys, welcome to my first general talk. So today I'm just going to talk a little bit about my feelings on gym culture. So just the community and how we can all be better at supporting one another. So it's January. We're almost 3/4 of the way through January at this point, but anybody who has been going to the gym for a while always sees that influx of new gym members at the beginning of January. It's the new year. Everybody's got their New Year's resolutions. People are coming into the gym to improve themselves in some way, whether that be to lose weight or just feel better in their own body or get into shape, or they've decided to train for something. They're all coming in to try to be better. They're trying to better themselves. And I'm guilty of this as well. I'm a very critical person, but a lot of people judge these new people that are coming into the gym. A lot of them don't know what they're doing. They don't have a personal trainer. They're just kind of coming in and doing whatever they are able to. And a lot of it will be, weightlifting exercises with bad form or just not using a machine correctly, things like that. And I've seen people judge people who are overweight who have come in to try to improve their health, and I've heard other gym members mock them, say that, they're obviously not doing this correctly, they're still fat, which is absurd. You don't know how long they've been training. It could be their very first day back in the gym after deciding, I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm gonna go into the gym and I'm gonna be better. Could be their first day. So you never know where somebody is on their fitness journey. So I think it's important that as a community, we come together to support everyone. That's one of the beautiful things that I've always liked about the gym, is that there's people who support one another. We're all athletic, more or less. We all enjoy being athletic. Maybe not all of us enjoy going to the gym. I personally love going to the gym. I feel like a piece of shit if I don't go to the gym 6 days out of the week. But as a community, we can all do better to help these people. If you see somebody who's obviously new to the gym and they're struggling with a piece of equipment, or if they're doing an exercise incorrectly, help them. You can go approach them, say, hey, my name's Hannah, and I just saw you doing this exercise, bicep curls, let's say, and here's a tip on how you can get more benefit out of this exercise. And then you can demonstrate the form of the exercise that they're doing and help them improve it, so that next time they come in, they'll do it better and they'll get more out of their time. And you will too, because you've helped somebody. But I think that people who are more advanced in their fitness journey, people who have been working out for a really long time, we can often become impatient, when the gym is crowded. When I went on Tuesday and I filmed my last video, I wasn't really able to get very good video footage just because there were so many people in the gym. There were so many pieces of equipment in use that I wasn't really able to even find a spot to film, which was frustrating. And I ended up having to switch up my workout a little bit because a lot of the equipment I originally had planned on using was occupied, and it stayed occupied for almost the entire time that I was there. So I ended up kind of bouncing around in different places of the gym, doing the workout out of the order I had intended to do it in, which it's fine. I'll still get the same amount of work, but I'm a very OCD type A kind of person. So I like to come in, I have a goal, I want to get it done. And I'm new to filming these videos. Obviously, I haven't done that many yet, but I want to give you all some quality content. So if I come in and my intent is to film my workout and I'm not really able to film my workout in a way that I think is quality or that you all would enjoy, the angles or whatever, it's frustrating. And I get a little bit discouraged and I start to get down on myself. I'm like, oh, this video is gonna be shitty, people aren't gonna like it, things like that. But I myself need to be better at not being critical, not being judgmental, and being patient in the gym. Because we all started somewhere. And I'll tell you a story about when I first started. So I started working out back in 2015. I originally was an equestrian, so I rode horses competitively. And I took a year off between college and high school just to compete in that. But unfortunately, my horse was injured and was going to be out all year. So here I was without a competitive outlet, and I'm somebody who needs a competitive outlet. So the husband of my horseback riding trainer was a personal trainer, and he had his own gym. So I started going there, and he ended up, coming over to me saying, "Oh, you have a lot of athletic ability. You should just start doing this, like not only to get stronger for your sport, but just you're good at it." And I like being good at things. So I went with it. I started going to the 5 a.m. workouts every morning during this year, and I thought I was doing really well. I started doing powerlifting exercises. I was doing the bench press. I was doing the squat, the deadlift, and they were all pretty heavy. I was 140, 150 pounds about, and my goal was to lean out, build some muscle, lose some weight. And so about 6 months in, my weight hadn't really changed at all, but I'd put on a lot of muscle. And I was, kind of in my head thinking, oh, I'm great at this. Like, I'm progressing so quickly. When I go back and I look on those videos now, the videos of me squatting or deadlifting or bench pressing, my form is awful. It's appalling. I don't think I even have the videos anymore, but my squats are, half squats. They're not even to parallel. So I'm not really getting all that much benefit out of the exercise. My bench press, I'm not even coming down to my chest. So I was, on the bench, come here and then go back up rather than come all the way down, hold it and go back up. My deadlift was actually okay. The form on the deadlift, once you get that, you get it. But everything else was a disaster. And I'm sure that the other people in there who had been doing it a lot longer were looking at me being like, oh, she shouldn't have that much weight on the bar. She's not even doing the form correctly, which is probably true. My point is that we all start somewhere. So over time, I became a more mature lifter, a more mature athlete, and I'm realizing, oh, form is more important than the weight that you're lifting. For strength training, you want to really have good form to avoid injury and increase your longevity in the sport, and it's healthier for you. It's better for your joints, and there's less risk of injury. So I've made it a personal goal to where if I see somebody in the gym and they're obviously struggling, I will approach them and I will offer help. Now, not everybody is appreciative. Some people are offended if you go up and offer unsolicited advice. Especially with me being a woman, sometimes I feel uncomfortable if I see, a man doing an exercise. It's, I think, a little bit of a kick in the ego if some 150-pound girl comes up and says, hey, like, you're not doing your squat correctly. So I try to avoid getting myself into situations like that, just because, I want to help them and I want to improve their form, but I also don't want to offend them and, make it a miserable experience for them. And the goal is not to bring them down, it's to lift them up. Be like, hey, we're all here to support each other. We all want you to be better. Then let's come together and let's work on this. If you are one of the people who are new to the gym, I would recommend that maybe you get a personal trainer, not necessarily for forever. I think that having a personal trainer for the first few weeks that you're in the gym can be very beneficial for you to learn how to do a lot of the basic exercises properly. And then once you've gotten the form down, you've gotten kind of a basic idea of what a workout should look like, what should be included, sort of what a program would look like over a couple of weeks. Then you can stop going to the personal trainer and you can go off on your own and you can start doing your own thing. But it's really hard to come into the gym with zero experience and just try to figure it out on your own. You know, there's YouTube videos out there of fitness demonstrations, people doing the exercises that you can watch, and that's helpful. But I will say that having someone in there with you in person to show you what you're doing right and show you what you're doing wrong can make all the difference. It's really discouraging to me that as a community we will bully these people. I see it more in specialized gyms rather than commercial gyms. In commercial gyms, there's more of a wide range of athletes. They're all at different levels. There's not, you know, one specific sport that's being worked on. So there's, you know, there's the new people, there's the veterans, there's the people who are sort of mid-level who are starting to figure it out. Everyone's in the commercial gym, but in the specialized gyms, so say a powerlifting gym or an Olympic weightlifting gym or even a CrossFit gym, usually the communities are fairly supportive, but I have seen instances where somebody new will come in and, you know, they're not on the same level as some people, and those people will bully them, which sucks. Like, that sucks for the person who's coming in. Like, they're coming in expecting to find a community. They want to find like-minded people, and they're not as far along in their fitness journey. They don't understand certain aspects of what they're doing, but they're looking for people to help them or support. A lot of people just need a support system if they're trying to change their life. It's something that makes a world of difference. If you come into the gym and you're, you know, feeling down on yourself, you're not confident, you want to lose weight, but you haven't seen the progress that you've wanted, and you've quit and you've started over however many times, it makes a world of difference if you have a support system, if you have people there who you know are going to cheer you on no matter what. And they can be complete strangers. You don't need to have your best friends going to the gym with you. That's a lot of fun. It's fun to work out with your friends too. But sometimes it's nice just to know that the people around you are with you and they will lift you up, and they will not put effort into bringing you further down than you are now. I think that that's the most important thing, is not to try to bring people down just to make yourself feel better. And I recognize that it's frustrating to have all the equipment taken in a gym with people that don't necessarily know what they're doing, but at the same time, it's important for them to learn because they're trying to make an improvement. So ultimately, final point, I know I've kind of rambled on for a little bit, but final point on this topic is lift people up. If you see people in the gym and they're struggling, help them or support them, give them a compliment, say, hey, like, you're doing really great today. Whatever, something that's positive. Let's all bring positive energy to the gyms that we're going to. I think that right now, you know, the world's kind of a horrible place, let's just say that. And I think that all the positivity will help. You know, a lot of us come to the gym because we have personal demons, inner demons, whatever. We go to the gym to have an outlet for that pain or whatever we're feeling in our lives. So are they, the new people. They also have whatever battle they're trying to fight. They're coming to try to help fight that battle. And it's important that we are empathetic and we understand and we help them. Those of us who have dedicated our lifestyles to being healthy and going to the gym, we have a powerful influence on these people, and it's important that we help them. Now, I'm gonna tell just a short story about my background as an athlete. So I currently am an Olympic weightlifting athlete. So I train specifically the snatch and the clean and jerk. So those are the two Olympic weightlifting movements. I usually go to an Olympic weightlifting gym. So it's not a commercial gym. There's not a bunch of machines. There's not a bunch of dumbbells. There's just platforms and barbells and bumper plates. Usually when I go to the gym and a commercial gym, we're talking about a commercial gym now. If I go to a commercial gym and I'm doing my Olympic weightlifting training, I'm on one of the platforms and I'm on there for, 2 hours. I piss people off that way, my workout takes anywhere from an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. So if I'm on a platform and somebody wants to come deadlift, I'm hogging the platform, but that's the way it is. And a way that can remedy that is you can offer to share the platform, you can take turns, all of that, especially if the gym is really crowded. But anyways, I kind of got off topic. So currently I'm an Olympic weightlifting athlete, but I have previously done just general fitness, a little bit of powerlifting. I never competed in powerlifting, but I did train, the squat, the deadlift, the squat. I said that. My brain's kind of rambling today, so sorry if I'm being repetitive. This is a new thing for me. I've never really just kind of done a podcast type discussion before. The squat, the bench, and the deadlift. That's what I meant to say. But I never competed. And I also do Spartan races, which are cross-country obstacle course races. Those are a lot of fun. I did a brief spin in mixed martial arts. So I trained for about 6 months. I did one amateur fight and decided that wasn't for me. I'm completely useless without my contact lenses, and I went into this fight without really thinking about my eyesight, and I was feeling pretty good. I was feeling pretty confident, and then I got hit in the face. Both of my contact lenses came out, and then I couldn't see anything, and there's just this blur of another person, another girl, and she's trying to kill me. She's trying to lay me on this mat, so I end up mostly just trying to survive, and obviously I lost that fight because I'm basically blind without my contact lenses. So it's like, okay, this sport's not for me. We're gonna go back to weightlifting and strength training. So eventually I found my way to Olympic weightlifting, and I've been doing that for about 4 years now. I had knee surgery back in 2020, and I'm still sort of recovering from that. I've not been able to get back to the same level that I was at previously. I was doing really, really well in the sport. I was top 10 in the country in my weight class. I was medaling at all of the national contests. I was an alternate for a USA weightlifting international team. I was an alternate for the university world team, so I would have gone to whatever country that team was supposed to compete in and compete for Team USA. But then my patellar tendon tore while I was lifting, and I needed surgery to repair it. And that surgery was in summer of 2020, and I've not been able to train for more than 4 months at a time without it starting to hurt again. So it's been unfortunate. So I've been doing a little bit of a mix of my Olympic weightlifting training and bodybuilding. So getting a little bit of everything. I'm in a stage of my life where I can't dedicate as much time to Olympic weightlifting. I'm trying to build a career. I'm trying to start to branch out into a little bit of entrepreneurship. So I don't have as much time to spend, 3-4 hours in the gym every day to focus on elite training. So I have kind of a varied background in athletics, but I love just coming in and doing a good workout and feeling like I've beat myself up pretty much. I get joy out of that, and I know a lot of other people do. I'm joking when I say that I feel like I have to punish myself for, just being who I am, but I do enjoy it. I enjoy going to lift. Anyways, I've kind of rambled on for a lot longer than I intended. But if you have any questions about gyms, like if you want to just know about where to start, if you're a new lifter, or if you're trying to lose weight, if you want advice on just beginner workouts, definitely leave a comment or send me a message. Instagram is just Hannah Winslet. It's in my all the descriptions on my videos. If you have any specific exercises that you'd like to see demoed, or if you'd like to know more about Olympic weightlifting specifically, just let me know. I'll probably release a video in the next couple of weeks about Olympic weightlifting. I'll film some of my Olympic weightlifting exercises and maybe break down the tube movements into simpler terms, just so that that's out there. There's a lot of that out there already, but it's fun. I like to share things. So the next video that I'm gonna do will be a baking video. I love to bake. It's one of my weaknesses. So we will be making some fudgy brownies. They're delicious, and I work out so much so that I can bake and that I can eat it. So hopefully you'll enjoy that and you'll be able to make some delicious brownies after you watch that video. All right, so that's all for now, and please like and subscribe. I know that I'm sort of a nerd and I've just been rambling on, but if you want to hear more from me or see more of me, hit that subscribe button. All right, so I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.